Okay, hello guys. My name is Maya Myers, and I'm going to be telling you how I survived IB. So, if you don't already know, IB is a program that's rigorous. It takes 2 years and it kind of gets you ready for college by preparing you with lots of heavy load work and many different things in and out of the classroom. So I actually dedicated myself to this sophomore year. I took some summer classes because I was missing, I think, a business apps class. And I was like, yes, I absolutely want to do this. Now, so you may be wondering, why do all this hard work if it's not going to guarantee you any college credits unless you actually pass the exams at the end? I don't know, but I want to be a neurosurgeon, so that's why I figured I have to survive IB. So, as you can see, this is a white gazebo at a nursing home. And so, the story behind this is during IB, there's a class we have called CAS. And to help unload with all the stress, we have to do charity work. So, this was my charity event, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so stressed. All this stuff is bothering me to survive IB." I went ahead and planned and organized my own charity event. And that was just to renovate this nursing home. So that white gazebo you see, we painted it. It had a lot of mildew, rust, and it hadn't been really renovated for years. And this isn't the finishing photo, but we actually went ahead and it was so exciting to go through the hard work to get it done. But it was also relaxing when you got to see the residents' faces because they really missed being outside and watching the birds. We also renovated all of the plants, and it was something greater to know that instead of stressing and doing all this homework, I could relax and give joy to somebody that couldn't give the joy to themselves. As you can see, we're all wearing these masks, and the switch between being in person and during IB and going to virtual during IB was crazy. When I tell you the workload got harder and everything was like sped up, and then you're just like, what do I do now? So another thing I did during IB to help with the workload and the stress was I played basketball. Basketball is actually one of my favorite sports. I play volleyball now for USC Sumter if y'all would like to come and see our games. But here's like this photo is from a news article when we actually won against Conway. And with basketball, it was really good and entertaining for IB because, after a long day of homework and class, I could go to practice and just run off all my anxiety and stress. And I got to continuously get better, not only physically, but mentally. So that was really nice. And yeah, I love volleyball and basketball. Next we have here is a painting that I actually did myself. I actually really love painting. Painting is one of my favorite hobbies because just like basketball, just like doing charity work and painting, it takes a lot of patience and like skill. I actually didn't start painting till 2 years ago, and that was in IB. So our IBTOK class, we did one de-stressing day because it was a very stressful week, lots of exams, and we decided to do a painting along class with Bob Ross's YouTube videos. And it was like so great because I like painted a whole entire landscape, and it was just one of the greatest feelings in the world to know that I did that myself. Not only that, but it is very, like I said, with everything, de-stressing and calming. Another thing I did during IB to survive was a YouTube channel. I know this seems a little funny, it's a little weird. As you see, my sister and my dad right there making some weird faces. But one of my crazy addictions is online shopping. And so I was like, well, if I'm gonna be spending all this money, I might as well try to make this money back. So I wouldn't stress about the money and I wouldn't stress about schoolwork. I made a YouTube channel, and it was very fun and interesting. Um, I remember my hair YouTube video. It was a mess, a very big mess. But something about YouTube or trying to make a YouTube video makes you laugh, makes you smile, and really brings you back down to earth to where you can feel like an actual person instead of a robot. To survive IB, there was a lot of like homework tasks, a lot of oh, you have to do a 4,000 page essay by this like due date, and then you got to do another 2,000 word essays for each class due by this time. And it was just a lot that started to pile on, and I was like, well, I can do something creative with my time and not stress as much all the time. So I had to work with time management and making sure I had enough time for myself, but also had a lot of time for school, especially since the workloads were very heavy. Another thing I did during IB was a candy business. And in my candy business, I sold 100 bags of candy before I like not quit, put it on a pause, we should say, before I paused my candy business. And it was very entertaining. No, they're not edibles. They're not, I promise. That was one of the funniest things. Everybody would be like, I'm like, no, I promise, PG-13 over here. And then with this, it helped me with IB as well, because it helped me learn how to use some of the skills I was learning in IB, like leadership, being able to speak up, being able to get out of my comfort zone and talk to strangers and ask them, hey, you want to buy this? It was very, very entertaining, and it helped me grow a lot as well. Now, prom. My first year of IB, after not so stressful, the first year wasn't that stressful of IB, but first year prom got canceled due to COVID, as many of us know. But the second year, we had a buttload of exams that week, right before the week of prom. And so every single exam was a do or die situation. If you did not pass the exam, you fail IB, which means you wasted 2 years of your whole entire life. And I did not want to waste my life. So I studied. And the only thing really keeping me like alive during this time was basically that by the end of all these exams, I could party my life away and have my first ever prom in high school. So prom was very, very beneficial to me surviving IB and making it through that week of exams after exams after exams. Just the whole day was exams. You had to wake up, take a test, go to sleep, wake up, take a test. So that's how I survived IB. And another great thing about IB was I actually got 17 credits now in college, and graduating, passing those exams, and constantly doing something to keep you motivated and happy during these times were what really pushed me to get through IB, and probably what I'm going to use for college. But I hope you enjoyed and have a great afternoon. Bye.